everybody to the third annual World Trade Day here in Kansas City, hosted at Think Big Co-working. We are so thrilled to be a sponsor of this and welcome everybody into our space for entrepreneurs and anybody that frankly is a pioneer in building new innovative businesses. To give you a quick background, my name is Blake Miller. I'm a partner here at Think Big. I helped get us off the ground and started here. And really Think Big is about providing opportunity for entrepreneurs or pioneers, anybody building businesses. We built this place because we believe that you can build a company anywhere in the world today. So in the building you're sitting in, it's a 43,000 square foot building filled with nothing but innovative and pioneering entrepreneurs. We've got about 30 to 50 companies, depending on which entrepreneur you talk to that day and how many different projects they have going on. And outside of our co-working space, we run accelerators, both for software as a service type businesses, and getting more and more into the Internet of Things. You might have heard of the Smart City Initiative here going on with Cisco in the city of Kansas City, Missouri. We've been one of the co-architects with that, and we're really excited that it's starting to get deployed. There'll be a lot more information on that. I'm here to introduce Richard Wolnowski, an amazing entrepreneur with SiteDeck KC here in Kansas City. Richard's a film producer, technical director, cinematographer, photographer, and lecturer. That's a mouthful. That's a heck of a mouthful. He's a Primetime Emmy Award winner with over 25 years of experience in image creating, compositing, directing, and editing for professional and commercial work. Areas of his expertise include high-end digital film and still image production using state-of-the-art technology. A little bit about SiteDeck KC, if you don't know much about it. It's a fully integrated display system, camera system and compositing system, HD production system, and broadcast system. Companies and professional organizations will use SiteDeck technology for individuals from geographically separate locations to engage in real-time and recorded interaction and appear on screen as if they are there together in a single space. If you haven't seen this, it's over at Union Station. It's really, really cool technology, and really at the cusp of kind of virtual reality and everything. So without further ado, we'll introduce Richard Wolnowski. But first, let me make sure to thank all of our sponsors. Studio City KC, thanks for providing all the audio video. KC Next with Ryan Weber, who will be speaking here in just a second. And we want to thank the Kansas City International Steering Committee for helping to put all of this together. So without further ado, Richard Wolnowski, CEO of SiteDeck KC.
Thanks, Blake, for introduction. And I would like to thank you, World Trade Day Kansas City, for inviting me to talk to you today. We are here today to recognize Kansas City growing international business community and specifically the innovative Kansas City tech companies that are putting Kansas City on the global maps. I would like to speak from my personal experience and what Kansas City has afforded me for this very short time when I'm here. As you may guess, I'm not a native to Kansas City, but have made in my home for past 8 years. Okay, my SiteDeck KC journey began just short 3 years ago when my girlfriend Sydney Milstein and I were walking our dog in the West Side, and we bumped into Rick Asher, who was with his 3 dogs. Not by the chance, a few days later, I met Drew Solomon, EDC, who immediately grasped the technology. Drew is here. Thank you for help. Before I knew it, at my company was the first Launch KC initiative with a beautiful office at historic Union Station, Missouri room. One of the strongest motivation to open my company in Kansas City was a Google Fiber and a way to the smart city. I have to thank all of those individuals who have helped me with this journey, including Mayor Sly James, Rick Asher, Drew Solomon, George Costello, Jerry Biber, and most recently, Norvali Galindo. Okay, my biggest, let's see, next page. Shortly after SiteDeck KC installed the first system in the United States at Children's Mercy Hospital. With this, I would like to recognize Children's Mercy staff who saw the potential of the system. Those individuals include David Westbrook, Dr. Stephen Kingsmore, Dr. Lola Fitzmaurice, Morgan Weller, she's actually here, she's going to be showing the film, Dr. Susan Hathaway, Dr. Jane Knapp, Dr. Kadria Lewis, Lisa Large, and IT department, John Bradlow, Todd Fiddler, and A.V. Curry. Last year, SciTech and Children's Mercy were awarded the best app in the US at the US Ignite 2014 Summit. That's the big award, it's the US, and we were the best. That's, great. At the close of 2014, we opened a new entity with new ideas to revolutionize online education called Global Education Initiative 21. The purpose was to reach funds, for example, from US NSF or EU, and start working on our new ideas. We partnered with selected individuals from educational institutions, including Lindenwood University, St. Charles, Missouri, Park University, the University of Missouri-Columbia, Children's Mercy Hospital, and Stanford University Medical Center. Key individuals for this project are Dr. Ryan Gaffey, he's here, Vice President of Lindenwood University, Mike Hernandez, Nicole Hernandez Venture, he's going to join us from Union Station when we're going to connect, Dr. Brad Klein from Dean Park University, Dr. Kadria Lewis, Dr. Dale Mazur, he is from University of Missouri. I have to tell you that when he first seen SciTech, he said, "What you want? Just let me know." He loved it. And also there is from Stanford Medical, Dr. Elizabeth Mellins and Dr. Michael Sidon from Stanford University. At last, a new SciTech partnership was officially formed yesterday with Benny Lee. He's the chairman of Duracom Corporation, and I'm very sure many people know already Benny Lee very good, so I don't have to introduce him, but I would like to ask Mr. Benny Lee, he also is awarded as a City Philanthropist of the Year for 2014, to tell his story, and he is actually going to play a song on his clarinet. Benny Lee, please come here.
Thank you, Richard. Well, it's my honor to be here, and thanks for Nabeli's introduction. After introduction is very important. Just like we are partnership, just like a marriage. And it's very important. Marriage is we need to in very short time we find out who is Benny Lee. He find out who is Benny Lee. And is Benny Lee, is Benny a good man or not? Is he really a good man? And I had to find out who is Richard. But we are moving very fast. We formed a company yesterday in joint venture, and I'm very excited because I like high tech very much. And he is a high tech person, and he give me opportunity. And especially when I see the SciTech, it's amazing technology. It's the first one in the world. And there are so many things can be extended, the application. Well, this will be my second life in my life. I'm so happy. And I will be much younger. I'm 68 years old. I may look 50, Anyway, I don't want to take you much time, but Nabeli, and I negotiated with Nabeli and Richard. You have to give me opportunity for me to play my clarinet. And this is inspiration, okay? Never too old. I'm at the age of 66 years old. 2013, April 7, 6 o'clock p.m., my first lesson of clarinet. It's about 2 years. And I play for 800 people, of course not professional, but at least I can finish the song. 800 people in Barcelona Art Hotel. I played in Sheraton Hotel last October, and not too long ago I played in Sheraton Hotel Overland Park for Asian Chamber of Commerce for maybe 30 minutes. So thank you for allowing me to play for you today.
Thank you, Benny. And as you see, we're both probably crazy for technology and some music, so I think we're going to go really take off like, you know, we have a lunch KC saying. Hey, I'd like to introduce my biggest thanks and appreciation to my colleague and longtime friends, Paul Vlahos. He's the CEO of IMAT, which actually created this technology, which we both with Ben is so excited, and to his staff. And I'd like to now invite Paul Vlahos to the screen from Los Angeles.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I must say that the decision to put our sales office for all the United States in Kansas City is, in my opinion, a great decision. I'm so grateful that you've had me there. Now, you know, I would like to, instead of going on about SciTech and so forth, then let's just talk about progress a little bit. You know, I'm standing here in front of Union Station about the time when it opened. It was just about 100 years ago. So let's make believe it's 100 years ago right now. And we just opened this Union Station, and we got a guy up here that's talking about progress. And you know, here's what it might sound like. So, a dozen years ago, hang on for a second. Ransom Olds, he introduced this little gem right here. Now, that's a curved dash Oldsmobile. It was capable of doing about 25 miles an hour. Now, in just short 12 years, we end up with a system that looks like this. So it was shipped over from France. It's a Peugeot. This car is capable of 130 miles an hour. All right? Now that's progress. But never in man's history have we seen anything like this rate of progress. I mean, the impact of all this is being felt in every city in the world. You know, when our century started, the horses in New York City deposited 2.5 million pounds of manure on its streets every day. Now that's 60,000 gallons of urine poured on the streets every day. So we're talking 15,000 carcasses hauled away every year.
Thanks, Paul.
Now, the automobile is cleaning up cities all over the country. And I predict that in another 20 years, but 1935, we're going to look back and we're going to think of the smell of horses and flies as just be considered quaint. Now, on every front of human endeavor, we are seeing progress. 50 years ago, only the wealthy had light after sunset. The cost of lamp oil meant only a few could spend their evenings, you know, reading and receiving visitors. And now, thanks to Mr. Rockefeller and Standard Oil, even the poorest could afford the penny a day it took to light a house for the evening. For the first time, the common man had light. Now, it's marvelous to think of the social changes this oil refining and distribution achieved. You know, it's amazing. Now, but even now, in these few short years, it's been eclipsed by the electric light. Now that's progress. Progress so fast that a technology transforming the world is outmoded in less than one lifetime. Now, and look here, I mean, this little Oldsmobile, you know, in just 5 short years, it's already obsolete. That's what's happening in the world today. And I can tell you that what you see here is nothing less than the spirit of man. Everything about it. The rubber that insulates the wires and gives us tires that cushion with air is the result of the indomitable spirit of just one man, Charles Goodyear, you know, struggled through poverty and derision to create the vulcanized rubber, single-handed. Now, from men like Carnegie, who spent his life organizing an enterprise so massive that today, steel is cheap and plentiful. It's being used to make almost everything. The modern automobile could not exist without it. All of this is now fueled with gasoline made plentiful and easily available by, again, the brilliance of Standard Oil. Now, man has freed his mind, and his mind is mastering the physical world to conform to his will. The spirit of that will, it drives him to soar beyond the limitations of all that is before him. And now, an imperfect embodiment of that will, of that spirit, well, it's right there. It's that little Oldsmobile that we had up here. It's this Peugeot. So now, this before you was the most profound revolution in the history of all mankind. You know, we think of the American Revolution, the French Revolution as the start of a new era of freedom for mankind. Their impact on the common man or woman will pale in comparison to the revolution that is the automobile. I mean, think about it. For 10,000 years, the most powerful kings and queens were held captive in a place and time. Now, they, like everyone else, never went more than 50 miles from where they were born. I wouldn't be surprised if most of these kings and queens would give up their thrones to live as a common man today, where they can climb into one of these and be 50 miles away in 2 hours. This is the power possessed by you and I, and that the most powerful kings and queens at any time in history could only dream of. And that is progress. Now, today, in 2015, progress is everywhere. And we all celebrate it. We all realize how important it is to us. It's in all areas of human endeavor. Yeah, the automobile is still important. But now it is progress in communication that we celebrate. It's bringing us all together. Like, for example, Mike here. Why don't you join me?
Hey, Paul.
Hey. So now Mike is, why don't you tell us about where you are? Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Michael Hernandez. I'm president of Global Education Initiative 21, more commonly referred to as GEI 21. And greetings to World Trade Day, folks. I can certainly wish I was sitting right there with you having a beer, just like Dr. Duffy. We are happy to be involved with SciDebt and thrilled by the technology.